I have tried to say my intro about 12 times now. Alright, so today it's Foundation Friday. This is where I try out a new foundation every single Friday on my channel, 6 p.m. Pacific time. We did it. So if you've seen any of my videos recently, I've been pretty into trying out Korean makeup, Asian beauty brands, just products I've never heard of, never tried, and I have found so many winners. If you missed my Korean makeup video, I'm going to link it in the eye and down below. So many amazing products I discovered through that video that are now like current favorite products. I've just been really fascinated with Korea in general. I've been watching a lot of vlogs from people living in Korea. I don't know what it is right now. I'm very fascinated. So this is a Korean beauty brand that we're going to be reviewing today. It's the VDL Perfect Lasting Foundation. This one you can actually buy on Ulta now. It retails for $35 on Ulta or VDL's website, but on YesStyle, you can get it for a lot more affordable. You seem to drop down to like $17, I think. But looking on VDL's website, it says it's an ultra lightweight liquid foundation with a high coverage, breathable formula that evens skin tone, blurs imperfections for a long-lasting natural matte finish. It's supposed to last through sweat, oil, heat, humidity, buildable coverage with a velvety, irresistible, smooth finish. As you can skip the primer, you don't need it. It's like a 2-in-1, doesn't crease, doesn't fade, smudge, melt. It's hard to see how many shades this foundation actually comes in, but on Ulta they have 18 shades, which is a lot for a Korean beauty brand. The demographic is typically lighter skin tones for Korean products and Asian beauty brands, so that's why there's usually less in like BB creams and certain foundations and stuff. But I have 3 shades. There is one lighter shade than this. A01 is the lightest, but I have 2, 3, and 4. I'm actually not going to swatch 4 because this one's way too dark and I would rather just keep it in the box and be able to donate it to someone. But I will swatch 02 and 03 for you guys so you can see what shade you might be. So here are some swatches. Okay, these are not my most graceful swatches. I switched arms and used my bad hand. So right here is the VDL foundation in A02, and next over is the same foundation in A03. Here's Urban Decay Naked Skin in 0.5. Makeup Forever Stick Foundation in Y205, and Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth in 120. So if you're excited for Foundation Friday and you enjoy while you're watching, you can give this a thumbs up. If you're new here, I upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. I have a Foundation Friday playlist down below with hundreds of foundation reviews. I also talk about my top favorites for dry skin, favorite concealers, all of that good stuff. So that playlist is always linked down below in the description box. Alright, so I think this might be the latest I've ever started a Foundation Friday. It is 11:46 in the morning, but we are doing this today. You've already seen swatches. I have not done them yet. It's always kind of tricky to tell the shades in a frosted glass bottle, so I'm going to start with A02, might be too light, and then maybe we'll add some A03. Let's just start out with this one. It has a thick glass bottle. This thing is pretty heavy and it has a pump. The SPF I have on today, by the way, is the Biore UV. I'll link it down below. It's just like a very neutral, lightweight kind of gel moisturizer. So I think it'll be a good one to start wearing for Foundation Friday wear test because it's not going to be too glowy. It doesn't like alter underneath the foundation. But let's start out on this side with a brush. A02 might be too light. Whoa, a little bit goes a long way. I just got a ton. Okay, I'm gonna bring this up to my forehead. Yeah, I just got way too much. Wow, you need a tiny bit of this. So I guess I'm gonna spread this over because literally this is about to cover my whole face. And then I'll go over it with sponge on the other side, I guess. So it feels very lightweight going on and it's blending out very easily. It has almost like a soft, silky feel to it. By the way, I have a ton of scratches on my hands right now from puppy teeth. Oh, okay. I actually think this shade is my shade. It looks like it does oxidize when it goes on. So basically the amount that I would normally use for literally down here or maybe on my forehead covered my entire face. So a little bit of this goes a long way for sure. I did get less product over here because I was kind of like starting on this side and then dragging it over. So I am going to use the sponge to build this up. It says it's buildable and just see if we can get full coverage. With that amount and a brush, which like I said was barely any product, I would say I got solid medium coverage. So let's take a touch on a sponge. So I'm just going over both sides. I'm just kind of smoothing it out. Oh my gosh. I'm wearing the Carolyn Herrera perfume. It is so good. Keep getting whiffs. So with the sponge on the second layer, I don't think I'm getting a ton more coverage. The finish looks flawless though. It just looks like skin. I don't think I'm at full coverage at all. I would say I'm still at medium coverage, so I don't really think that did a whole lot of anything. I used such a small amount of product. Like still, this is still way less, maybe like half the amount that I would normally use on my face. I kind of was expecting this to be a little bit more high coverage than it is, but the finish and just how it's looking on my skin is looking beautiful. It's looking really good on my upper lip so far. Hopefully it stays like that and I don't get creasing. My forehead's looking good. It doesn't seem to be clinging to anything. This one is supposed to be like ultra long wearing. It stays on throughout the day, all of that good stuff. So we'll see how it does. Right now to the touch, it feels like I can blend stuff over top. It doesn't like dry down to a super on there kind of powdery finish, but it doesn't feel super tacky. It is transferring when I touch my face though, so I'm gonna give this one a few minutes to set down. Right now it is 11:56. Wow, I did that pretty quick. I think I want to do like a pop of blue on the eyes today. We'll see what happens. Things might get wild, but I will see you guys in a few minutes. Right back here. Okay, so it's now 12:27, but we're calling the check-in time 12 o'clock. What did I just have eyeliner all over my hands right now? Looking at the foundation, I feel like I need to see this one in natural lighting. Right now it looks good. Like there's nothing major happening. I don't know. I feel like I might like this one better in natural lighting. So we'll see what it looks like. So far so good. I'm getting like very minor creasing happening on my upper lip. Hopefully that doesn't get worse throughout the day. Like the shade, like the finish. It's definitely a dewy finish. I did end up powdering right here just so I could really easily blend stuff, and also up here just to put bronzer, but you could probably go either way with this one. But the makeup on the rest of my face, I tried out this new NARS bronzer. I think this is new. It's in the shade Vallarta Matte. Here's what it looks like. I think this was the lightest out of the matte ones that they came out with. I need to try this again. I can't tell if I just used too much and it was a little orangey, but I'm gonna try this one again, see what I think. And then for blush, I used M Cosmetics Magic Hour, super pretty. Just my type from Makeup Revolution for highlight. And then for eyes, I put this Laura Mercier pencil thing all over a little crayon in turquoise, caviar eye stick, all over the lid. These are very long lasting typically, so I'm curious to see how this one wears throughout the day. This has been one of my go-to lip pencils lately, and I just put it all over my lips. Sometimes I'll put a lipstick over top, but I just love the color of this. If you want a cool toned nude lip, Sephora's Rouge Gel Lip Liner in the shade 01 The Nudist, and it is just that perfect cool tone colors. So let's go see what this looks like in natural lighting, and we'll do a flash test. All right, so I'm in front of the window in natural lighting. Let's see what this looks like. Ooh, yeah, okay, I definitely like this one better looking at it in this lighting. It looks like it has a little bit more coverage than what I could see in the other lighting. The shade might be a little dark. So far, it's looking really good around my pores and my upper lip. Yeah, dude, it's looking good. I like it way better right now seeing it in this lighting, so hopefully this one holds up well throughout the day. Based on what I've read about this one, like I've just looked through some of the reviews and stuff, it seems like this is a long-lasting foundation for a lot of people. So fingers crossed. Let's do a flash test. I'm going to back in my dark corner over there, take a photo, and I'll be right back. Okay, so from what I can tell, doesn't seem to be a flashback. It looks really good in flash, and so far, wow, liking this one a lot. So next check-in will be pretty late. We'll be at around 5 o'clock, but I'll see you guys back here in natural lighting. All right, so we are just about 5 hours in. It is 4:47. So let's see what it's looking like. I've been kind of just glancing throughout the day. I just got a new camera, so I've been like trying to play around with all the settings. So I've been basically staring at my face while I've been doing that. I think it still looks really good. Yeah, getting like very minimal creasing on my upper lip. I like this level of dew, but it's definitely a dewy foundation, I would say. So we'll see what this looks like by the end of the night. Okay, so it's now 9:58, so 10 o'clock. It's been on for 10 hours. And I think for 10 hours, it's looking pretty good. Like I think it's held up well throughout the day. I'm gonna zoom in. By the way, the blue eyeshadow is still fully on there. Those Laura Mercier sticks do not budge, I'm telling you. Yeah, overall for 10 hours, I would say compared to how my face looks with other foundations, this is definitely one of the longer lasting ones on my skin. I think it looks pretty damn good for 10 hours, you know? That was my alarm for this check-in, so it's now exactly 10 o'clock. Because this one looks so good on its own, like without primer, without setting spray, anything, I just feel like once I find a good combo with this one, there is potential to be killer. I really like this one. I think that if you have oily skin, this could be one that holds up well. So I always do foundation update videos once I have
full-formed opinions on enough products. I actually recently did one, so if you want to know my thoughts on past foundations I reviewed, I'll link that in the eye down below if you missed it, but this will definitely be in the next foundation update video. So this one is an overall thumbs up for me. I'm excited to wear it again. I think it looks good. Let me know down below what you guys think. I am going to eat dinner because it's now 10 o'clock and I'm starving. But I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.